Guys, I think I have finally found the code of unlocking your hidden potential. I was really hesitant to record this video to show you guys because I feel like if I publish this video, there's a very high likely chance of me getting banned, especially when I just started out and finally getting some traction on YouTube. I say this because the content that I'm about to show you has been published by many of the other influencers, such as Iman Gaji, but even his content has been taken down before. I feel like it's so important for me to share this with you guys. So let's get into it. So the other day, I found this really disturbing news about the story John D. Rockefeller. For those that don't know who he is, he's a famous businessman as well as a community and philanthropist. What does the word even mean? I don't know. I had to Google this. And according to Google, this is what it says. Someone who seeks to promote the welfare of others. That does sound like him a little bit, but there is a deeper meaning. I then performed extensive research into who John Rockefeller is and his legacy. And this is what I found. But be warned, because this is extremely disturbing and might change a whole understanding of how the world works. So Rockefeller was born in the 1800s, 1839 to be exact. And he was born in a middle-class family where his father was a salesman, and as a young kid, he had to raise and sell turkeys, as well as sell candy and run errands for neighbors in order to make some money. As he grew up, he began to venture off in the world of business, and around his 30 to 40s, he managed to establish himself as a prominent figure in the world of the oil industry. Now, there were three key points to Rockefeller's success. The first point was that he was a visionary and was able to foresee the future. This was one of his most strongest points because as someone that was able to recognize the importance of oil, and not only that, because he took the step to establish himself and put all his money into the oil industry at that time. Now, this not only requires excellent vision, but also requires bravery and the willingness to take a leap of faith. Now, I don't know how many of you need to hear this, but you need to start taking action today because it doesn't matter how many bright ideas you have, it's never going to happen if you don't start. You might fail, you might succeed, but even if you fail, what's the harm in that? The worst, you probably lose $1, you lose some time. I'm sure you've wasted so much money on food, entertainment, and other things that honestly doesn't really even matter to you. So this is my first point to you guys. Rockefeller's success was not only because he was a visionary, but also he was willing to take action. The second point to Rockefeller's success is vertical integration. What does that mean? It means that as he started to build his own business, he started buying out all the other businesses in the oil industry as well. This way he monopolized the supply chains of every single step, enabling him to make oil and processes cheaper so that he would be the biggest supplier in the whole oil industry world. This is actually quite common and you can see it everywhere in today's businesses. For example, Apple buying out Beats, Facebook buying out WhatsApp, Instagram, and there are so many more examples out there. And the last point to Rockefeller's success is he had a philanthropic legacy. Rockefeller's success was not only due to how much money he made, also how much he contributed back to society, making significant donations to schools, hospitals, the children's. But this is where things turn for a dark twist, and be ready for the ride because this may disturb you. One of Rockefeller's most famous quotes is, "I want a nation of workers and not a nation of thinkers." Hold on a second. What does he mean? Why does he want a nation of workers? This is because Rockefeller later managed to realize that in order for him to preserve his wealth for his kids and grandkids and all the generations down the line, he must create a nation not full of thinkers, but for people who are working for him and his family. And this is where he started conspiring with the US government in order to build and support the new education system. Back then in the 1800s, school was maybe 1 to 2 days a week, and rest of the time you're either out on the fields or you were spending time with your family. School was not that important, but they created a convenient structure called the education system, where they place you in school since the age of 4 to 5, all the way up till you're 17 for around 12 years. And during this time, they can use this time to slowly reform your brain and brainwash you to getting you to do what they think is best. Let's take an example. Have you ever wondered what the heck is the point of learning sine, cos, and tan, how to calculate the area of a triangle or circle in maths? Why am I still learning Shakespeare, Macbeth in my English classes? Why am I even bothering to learn haikus, poems, when I'm never going to use them in school? Like, look at this. Am I really going to calculate the surface area and circumference while recording this video of this mic? No, I'm not. Just imagine how much more beneficial it would be in schools. They taught us things such as taxes, accounting, financial management, how to assess risk and reward in the stock market, and what you should look out for in buying a house. Just imagine if we had the education of all of that in school, how much well off would we be once we graduate? Because in the end, your academic score is not a representation of how smart you are. I need to repeat that again. Your academic score, whether you get A, B, C, D, or E, does not represent how smart you are. It's simply just a report card for your employers to see how good of an employee you're going to be. Yes, I have many friends that might get a C or D in school, but that doesn't necessarily that they're dumb. It just means that then they won't fit for the school system that they built out. And what's the purpose behind all of this? As you guys have listened and watched this video, you guys probably had a guess, and that is to hypnotize, brainwash us in creating more workers instead of thinkers. And why do you think out of all the population of the world, 1% of the people actually control the world's wealth, while the 99% of us were what we call the workers? And the tactic that the 1% of the rich people all do is to divide us, is to start dividing between us so that we fight among each other. Examples of this are religion versus science, Democrats versus Republicans, and there is so much more. And with the age of social media, this is further enhanced by the news, by social media, by all the negative information that gets placed on our brains. It creates a divide between us in the workers community. But friends, there is hope and there is light at the end of the tunnel, because what I'm about to share with you guys today are the action steps that you can do in order to start unlocking your true potential. And 99% of the people that actually watch this video are not going to bother with what I say. They're going to completely ignore it and just hop onto another YouTube video. But for the 1% of you, even if it's just one person that manages to take action, then I'll have counted this as a success. So here are your action steps. Step 1, daily meditation and exercise. The wise build their house on stones, and the foolish build their house on sand. So when the day of flood and storms come, the house built on the sand will crumble and fall. This is from Matthew chapter 7, verses 24 to 27. You cannot go to war and expect to win if you have a weak mind and body that's never trained, compared to the veterans that are on war, that's trained every single day since childhood. This is the same. In order to break free, you must first have a strong mind and body. And this is not a one-day job. This is through repetition and routine. Every day, going for a run, doing a bit of walk, cycling, doing a bit of weight training, anything is good. Just make sure you do it every single day. And in the morning, have daily meditation where you quieten your heart down, get rid of your phone, close all distractions, and sit there and meditate. If you don't know how to do meditation, I recommend you to use the app Lectio 365. That's the app that I use and I recommend. I'm not sponsored by them in any way. It's just what I found best so far. Point number 2, start creating a side hustle and side income today. I don't care if you want to start selling shoes, doing online business, stocks, crypto, day trading, SMMA. It doesn't matter, because you need to start making a side income other than your 9 to 5. It doesn't matter if it's $5, $10 a week only when you're starting out, but at least start somewhere and start to grow it until eventually it starts to make more than your current income. Then fully quit your job completely, because who knows when the next COVID's going to come. Your job, it might sound secure, but in reality, it's actually not. And for those that don't know what to start, I've actually created something that I like to give everyone as reward for coming this far into the video. This is something that I did to take me from 0 to 10K a month within just 1 year of doing my online business. And I've created a whole course where I spent countless hours refining it so that I literally take you step by step into what you need to do and getting it set up in just 24 hours. In order to get that course though, you're going to need to take action. As I said in this video, taking action is the most important. And what you need to do is go like this video as well as comment financial freedom. Then I'll personally comment and message you my course that I'm going to give you away completely for free. Yes, for $0. I don't know how much longer I can make this course for free for, but at least for those that watch this video, I'm going to make sure you get that course so you can get started. And the last point I want to mention is take action today. For those that have watched to this point, you're most likely the 1% out of the 99 that is going to ignore me. And for the 1%, this is your opportunity. It's never too late to start today. I remember when I just graduated and started working, I invested in the stock market. And in 1 year, I was able to turn 20K of capital into 150K. But then quickly, I diamond hand and lost it all. Did it hurt? Hell yeah, it did. But guess what? I'm still here being able to record this for you guys. I probably could have done much better job at keeping my money, but that's a lesson that I had to pay the hard way. And in this world, there are so many things that we cannot control. We need to start unlocking our hidden potential that's been locked away, hypnotized, but it's time to break free. Remember, unlock your true potential and embark on a journey of growth and success. If you want to learn how I made 10K a month by doing a side hustle online at the age of 24, click this video here. I hope this has helped you. Otherwise, see you later.